Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Tell me something good. What's something that y'all are grateful for this morning?
I'm grateful to get to be able to work today.
Awesome. Well, I'm grateful there's rain because last night I went walking with my dog and it was not sweating out. I was not sweating. It was rather nice. Sounds simple enough, but it's something to be grateful for. So tell me something good. What happened between yesterday and today? I would love to hear from you guys.
I have one, Danielle.
So, tell us.
I finally got my first referral yesterday from my best friend in Texas. She referred her relative to me who's moving to Southwest Florida in a few months.
Yay! I love that. Another person moving here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's very exciting. So I have a call set up with Valerie later to make sure I'm checking all my boxes with Discovery Call and everything like that too. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm excited for you. You're going to have to tell us how it was. Awesome.
I will. Thank you.
So, anyone else have some exciting news to share? And everything's exciting. A phone call that you made, conversations that you had, if you had conversations yesterday. I would love to know how many conversations that you're able to get on a crazy Monday. Yeah, so tell me something else good. Amar, I see you're in the car. Where are you driving to, my friend?
What is that again?
Where are you driving to?
The office.
You're going to the office. I love that. Let's
Yeah. Getting back into my routine since I've been to Chicago. My routine was broken, and I'm finally trying to get back to my routine and getting up at 6 again, and so that way I can start my day a little early.
I love that. I love that. Getting back into the routine. Good for you. Hey, Lindsay, I see you have something.
About something good yesterday when you were talking about it and we saw it. It always comes to mind when you say, do you have something good? We're always thinking about work.
Yeah.
And if we have clients, deals, whatever. But yesterday when he was reflecting about what's really going good in his life, we have a crap load, excuse my French, of good stuff in our life. We're just not seeing it because we're so much focused on the business side. But between family, like I start spending more time with family at night. I stop working. I try to stop working unless if I have something important by 6 or 6:30, so that way I can spend time with the kids. But a lot of times we get sidetracked or blindfolded, and we don't see these good things. So the kids now is like they're enjoying me being, sitting with the family again. So that's something I'm really happy that I see it's going.
I love that. I love it. It gave you a little heart. Look, the heart has little sparkles on it. I love that.
I was going to say very similar to what Amr just said. When you asked this morning, my first thought went to something work related.
Yeah.
I have a lot of great things happening with work, but at the same time, I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed, like all those things that come with, all the blessings. But I made a decision when I came home yesterday, as overwhelmed and stressed and all this work that I had to do, to take a pause, right? So I was gonna say that I'm grateful for pausing. Even though I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, the overwhelming just came running back to me. I needed that because I've been working every day nonstop, without taking a day off for a while now, and I felt like I was gonna burn out. So I just shut the world off yesterday when I got home at 4 o'clock and tried not to feel guilty about doing it. But I feel better today, so I'm grateful that I did that.
I am so glad to hear that. And I'm glad that Ed Milet was able to remind us to find gratitude in all things because it's so important. And it's one of those things to where, Lindsay, I'm so glad that you shared that and Amr too, because whenever we take time off of work, I feel like as realtors, we always preface taking time off as I feel guilty, right? And one of the things that we need to start looking at, taking time off to pour back into our bucket allows us to pour out. So it's almost as if that has to be part of our job. So that way we can be better at working, right? We have to pour back into us. And then we have to remember God, family, and business. We have to give to our family because this is the whole point that we're here today, right? So those two things are just as important. It's almost like think of a sandwich. Right? Our work is our sandwich. We need to remember our family, and we need to remember ourselves and self-care so that we can pour into our business that pours that out into our family and themselves. So thank you all for saying that. Anyone else have something good they want to share?
Yeah.
Lindsay's sharing her cake.
Okay, I love this. We got a lot today. Okay, Leslie and then Kimberly.
So yesterday, Faith came over with Livy, my granddaughter, and it was just really nice couple of hours just to hang out because we haven't seen each other much for a while. And towards the end of the evening, we decided to take the dog for a walk. So I have a greyhound, and he's 85 pounds. And Livy's probably, I don't know, 35 pounds. And the greyhound's bigger than she is, but she wanted to walk the dog. So she was holding his leash and walking him, and it was really hilarious.
That is,
Faith will post the video today because it was so cute.
I love that. That is adorable. Kimberly, what were you going to say?
Well, mine's kind of same as Amr and Lindsay. Well, first of all, I went under clip that has been my pet for quite a while, so very excited about that. Also,
I hear that because I know that Kimberly break up a little bit. She had a flip and it went under contract yesterday.
no, it was actually Saturday. I had a great house Friday and Saturday. I have lots of leads out of it, which is awesome. And it was over asking and lots of bells and whistles. And tomorrow is the inspection, so I'm praying for that. But I too have been going nonstop with no days off and lots of weekends. And, between that and my daughter's softball, and I just feel like real estate was kind of gobbling me up. And last year when Jason's sister came to visit with her family, I couldn't go, which broke my heart because she's like a sister to me. And this weekend I had made sure that my open house was Friday and Saturday so that Sunday we could spend time with them. And so we did that Sunday and yesterday, and it was absolutely fabulous. And I feel regenerated, energized, and ready to get back at it and get another listing under contract in the next week. So, and maybe even a buyer under contract. So feeling like I'm ready to go again. So
I love that.
That's awesome, Kimberly.
And, I just want to pull something out that Kimberly said in the very beginning that is a great story for all of us to use is she went under contract and then multiple offers.
Yeah.
That is a story that you can use when you're talking to your sellers. And you're going, I don't know about the market. You can say, well, in our experience, most recently, we had a house go under contract with multiple offers. When it's priced right, you still get the response. There is a huge possibility of you getting the response that you want. So thank you for sharing that, because that's a story that we can all use. And I'm so glad that you were able to spend time with your family. That's the thing.
Well, and the other thing is that I busted my hump for the open houses. I mean, I reached out to every realtor, every possible friend I could. In the days prior, I handed out 75 flyers and sweat my butt off in the neighborhood. I had so many neighbors stop in, super friendly. I don't even know how many I have as far as the sign-ins. They were all via computer, and I'll be looking at those today with the lender because she had a system that they could just enter it. So I've got lots of people. I mean, it was so busy on Friday that we had 2 to 3 couples all day long. We had one 5-minute lull, and I was surprised because I haven't done an open house here in Florida yet. It's all been Colorado before, and it's been like 3 years. And then Saturday was even still super busy. It just wasn't, it was like maybe two couples at a time. And I had maybe 6 5-minute lulls, but I mean, it was killer. So there's a few that are no way and we're with their agents, but there were so many that those are free leads just for doing an open house for my clients. And it also made it look busy for the people who came through, who put the offer in. So they're like, I'm going to go quick. So it just felt good that my hard work came to be, and it all fell together. I'm just stoked.
No, I think that's great. And thank you for also reminding us again, so many nuggets from you today, Kimberly, that when you focus on creating a really amazing, stellar open house, people come. So that's awesome. Okay, one more last something good before we move forward. Anyone have one more thing to share?
I do.
Okay, so and then I'm going to read Katrina's in a second.
Okay, so basically, like Kim said, I did open houses on Saturday and Sunday, and I had so many great people coming in. And the coolest thing was they didn't come in with realtors. So I got a couple leads from that. But I will say that the door just kept on opening and closing. And then I had one couple that actually stayed for an hour that I connected with. And actually their daughter is coming in today because I'm signing her up as a realtor, and she's going to do real estate school. So opportunities galore.
So I love that. Okay, and so Katrina said that she got an email confirmation from her son's enrollment. It's going to be going to school for the first time. Yay! And then Paula said between 4 open houses, there's been over 100 people walking in her listing. I love all this stuff on a Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, people. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow on Hump Day. Okay, so now we're going to get going. I love good energy brings momentum. Momentum is caused by action. Alma, I'm putting you back in. I'm going to share my screen right now, and we are going to just continue this. Continue this motivating journey that we're on this morning. I'm loving all this stuff. Okay, here we go.
How can I stay motivated? I'm hungry to win, but for some reason, I'm in a slump. Everybody write this down. All of you, before Monday, as you get through the weekend, I want you all to create a winning the day checklist. A winning the day checklist. The reason why we can't stay motivated is because we set goals that are based on outcomes. I want to make $10,000, $100,000. I want to do these things. They're all outcome driven. And then as we are going through our days and our weeks, and when we feel that we're not accomplishing that goal, it demotivates us immediately. This is why we have to build action plans. Let me explain. An action plan that I had all you guys do through the online course is something that you have control over. Okay, what are the actions I have to do, Andrew, that lead me to the goal? Okay, so the goal this month is to take 3 listings as an example. And my business plan states that I must have 17 contacts a day in order to take 3 listings. Okay, great. My winning the day checklist is going to make sure that I'm up on time. I control that. Nobody else. I'm going to sweat for 20 minutes. Okay, today I did chest, and my chest really hurts. I can't lift my arms up that good. My wife was making fun of me. Okay, good. I'm in control of that. Number 3, I'm going to start prospecting no later than 8 a.m. I'm in control of that. I'm going to make X amount of contacts. I'm in control of that. And that's going to be my winning the day checklist. Now on my checklist, I got a couple more things that are all action based. So Billy, the point is, when you reach those goals at the end of the day, you'll get a nice little hit of dopamine. And that's how you stay motivated, because you know that these actions are leading you towards your goal. If you don't have an action plan, and you're just going through your days blind, you will be demotivated. This is why mostly all New Year's resolutions fail, because people have these big goals and they have no evidence of proof that they're on their way. So make a winning the day checklist. What do I have to do today that are action-based, that I control? And when I put my head on the pillow and go to bed, Ron, did I do what I sought out to do? Yes or no? If it's yes, you are going to be hungry to win the next day. You start piling these daily wins on top of each other, and then over time you look up and there you go, you hit your goal. Hopefully that makes sense. You need a winning the day checklist that's all based on actions, not outcomes. Okay? Not outcomes. Not listing appointments set, listing appointments taken, listings. No, not that. You want actions, things you control.
Okay. So what did y'all take away from that? Tell me.
Definitely continue to attend my brand new 2-hour live masterclass. Show you what 99% of real estate investors don't understand.
Anyone?
What the world?
Oh, thought somebody else was talking. There was a lot in that. I love the fact that he's looking at just do it. It's not about like, oh, I didn't get the listing today. It's about do the things that get the outcome you want, and it will come. And I think that's really important.
Very good. Very good observation. Anyone else?
I agree, and I see it in my own life that if you just keep doing it, all of a sudden it'll start happening, and you focus on the outcome and just do the work, what you're supposed to do, and that outcome will come.
Yep, absolutely. Because what do we say all the time? I mean, when we first started this, we had a video, I think like a month or two ago, and we talked about motivating, right? And it's kind of like, how do I get motivated? And everyone wants like, you know, something to motivate you. But it really is about action. Action motivates and energizes you. Yeah. So, I mean, for me, like when I go to the gym and I work out afterwards, I'm energized. I'm like ready to go. I'm ready to go back to the gym, right? So when we look at our activities, we make a phone call. When we write down something in front of us, say, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and you're moving. Just like yesterday, and my life said, when your body is moving, the positive outcome just is reinforced, right? You just move. You try it. Boom, 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 bam. Love it. Who else share something? Thank you, Debbie.
This takes me back to performance and productivity, because action plans measure your performance. There is something I can track on a daily basis. Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? And if not, I need to do it. If I'm doing it, then the results measure how effective my action plan was. If I'm getting the results I need, then my action plan is really working. If not, then I need to make some adjustment. When it takes us to the GPS, make adjustment as you're going through the trip to make sure that you're going to hit the end results.
Absolutely, Amar. And I'm going to add to that. So we have our GPS, right? And from your GPS, you get your 411. What are the daily activities you're going to do to hit your GPS? And every day you can tweak them, just like you said. And the key thing that he said was write it down, right? Because a lot of times there's so many things that's going in our head about all of the things in our business we need to do, right? Oh, I need to call this agent. Oh, I need to fill out this form or make sure this inspection happens, or look over the appraiser, or go to the county and find some record, right? Those are things that's in your business. It's not on your business. So we need to have conversations on your business. Your action plan is on your business. Right now is July 18th. So July 18th, where are we? We're in the middle of our month, right? And one thing that we should be looking at is, what's our 15-day protocol? We know the 15-day protocol is, where am I at in my goals? And if I am not where I need to be in the month, what are the activities I'm going to do that will get me there? And if you don't have it written down, then you will swim in your head with all the other things that you're having to do today. And you'll kind of like, oh my God, there's so much to do. But if you have it written down, you can pull it out, look at it, and go, okay, these are the activities that I need to do to hit my goal. And just kind of, and you'll see that momentum. One of the things that our market center is doing, an exercise that we're doing right now, is writing a 15-day protocol. So yesterday we wrote out a 15-day protocol to hit our market center numbers. And then we went over this morning stand up, because we meet every morning as a team to go over what are the activities that we need to do today to push our goals forward, right? Because we need to operate as a team. And we went over them line by line by line. And let me tell you, us having written it down and then talking about it, I could feel that momentum of, yeah, we can do this, because we looked at every single thing. What is the activity? Each single one of the 10 items we wrote kind of could this get us to our goal? Yes. How are we going to do it? We are assigning people. It was an awesome exercise that we did, and the energy of that to hit the goals. So let's focus on that, because now, as we're moving forward, we can scale our down as we need to. So here's what I'm going to encourage all of y'all to do by tomorrow. And yes, I said by tomorrow. I want each and every person on this call, and we know who you are because we're recording, to write down an action plan, a minimum of 5 things that you can do daily to hit your goal. Just write them down. And then let's share them tomorrow. Because one, if you share them, one, you write them down, you have more of a chance once it's written for it will happen. And when you share it, agent helping agents, you'll help someone else. About, oh, wow, that's a really great idea. And 2, you just saying it out loud to others will also help. So who's in with me? Can I have a commitment? Oh, I see Heather raise her hand. Raise her hand.
Also.
Debbie, awesome.
I have
Absolutely.
2 good quotes for you that sit on my desk. One is, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. And the other one is, dealing with today's business should never take precedence over growing tomorrow's business. So those are
Absolutely.
2 of the many quotes that sit there, and that I like to point to myself that perhaps I should focus on, I don't know, lead gen.
I love it.
Right?
You just dropped some good nuggets. Man, that was good. Can you put them in the chat for us to share? Someone can grab them and use them as quotes too. I love that. That was
So,
good.
and what Danielle was saying earlier about writing your goals down, they're more impactful. So there's a method behind our madness every day when we ask you to type your contacts in the chat. So you're actually writing it down, which turns into a commitment and something that you are actually going to strive for, rather than just thinking in your head what you might want to do.
Yeah, because we always need to get out of our head and into our hearts, right? We just need to get it out of our head and into our hearts and put it into action. We need to be passionate. We are passionate about our work. We're passionate about helping our serving our clients and helping them with homes. That's the whole reason why we're here. Just put that action into place, baby. Okay, so thank you. I see that. All right, so we only have a couple of minutes more, but I want to kickstart to get our juices flowing, because I love the momentum, the energy that we're having today. I want some of y'all to share what are some actions that you're thinking of right now that you're going to write down and share for tomorrow. Help the rest of us out. Does anyone have an action that they're going to do in their business that they're going to write down and start using?
I am actually going to call agents who I met at Mega Camp, and verify their address, because I'm sick and tired of things coming back to me in the mail. And it costs me a lot of money to do that, and I need to stop doing that. So I'm going to call agents, verify their address, check that they're still with KW, and see whether or not they're going to be at Mega Camp, and get back to top of mind.
I love that.
I did just send out the Fishing Girl email as well. So yeah.
Okay, you know me, I'm Plug City here. I'm going to plug Mega Camp. Mega Camp is coming, baby. It is going to be a wild ride. I mean, you're going to have some awesome people that will be there. Phil Jones, who we've been using for exactly what to say, will be there. He'll be our keynote speaker. I mean, come on. He's going to give us some really sharp tips. Gary Keller's going to be there talking about the market. Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. hearing from top agents, and then you can come to the KW Max event, and Tim Tebow can be there. Love me some Tim Tebow. I was also, for those of you who are going, we were looking at, I love that Leslie. Leslie's the new
Oh, let's see.
we're going to go from city to city. Here's going to be a wild mega camp ride. And I did locate some really good Airbnbs. I found a 16 bed Airbnb price, and it's only $135 a night. Not a night, a person.
How much?
$135, baby. But if you want to do an Airbnb again.
Love it.
Y'all are interested, hit us up. We can solidify that for you guys. We can have another Airbnb fun experience, mastermind in the evening, mastermind with other agents during the day. Go for an extremely cheaper price. Oh yeah. Okay, that was my plus city. Now then, someone else. I love the moving going up and down. What is another action plan? Two more action plans that y'all are thinking about. Come on, man. Give me something. Give me something. We're all gonna have a hard time tonight.
Be consistent on social media.
Okay, be consistent on social media. What is something specific on social media that y'all can do right now to hit your goals?
Like, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think Kimberly put on mute. I couldn't.
Like, I do posting.
I'm sorry, Amar. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do posting on social media, but it's not daily. Like, I was reviewing some strategies how to become successful on social media, and one of the key things is that you have to be consistent on posting on social media, not just twice a week or 3 times a week. It's almost like daily and sometimes multiple times a day. It doesn't have to be all about business, but really do a offering value to the consumer, whether writing about local events is going on. So I start to kind of like digging deeper into the local community, see what's really going on in there, what the community has to offer. So that way I can just post, but not only on my page, there is multiple pages, like I love Sarasota to, move to Sarasota, pages like that, and post valuable content because people are moving from out of a state and they are actually looking into these group pages and they're asking is like, what do I need to know about moving to Sarasota, or, what recommendation you have, and they read in the contents. And if I am on top of mind or I'm a top contributor, it's gonna surface up on their searches.
Yeah, one of the key things you said was MOFR, right? So it is make offer for immediate response. So what is a MOFR y'all can do this month on social media? So think about that and see if you can put that in your action plan. Okay, it is now 9:01, we're 1 minute past. We're going to get ready to do some weekend. We're going to help some people and have a really great morning. Put in the chat how many conversations you're going to have. Or unmute and tell me. I'm going to have 20 conversations today, baby. They're going to be the most amazing conversations ever. While you're doing, don't forget, for those of you who are on the Agent Leadership Council, we'll be meeting today at 2 o'clock over at Georgia, over at the Rising office. They'll be doing that. And then ALC over in England is meeting tomorrow as well. And let's see right here. Okay, so we're going to have 10 conversations. I love that. Awesome. And y'all have a killer morning. Let's go win the day. 10 conversations of you and follow us. Sylvia's 15 to 20. Ooh, I love that number. Now y'all are challenging people. Okay. Y'all have a really great day. Love you. I believe in you. And let's change the world. Bye, everyone.
Bye.